What's going on, y'all? Blue Falcon here, coming to you with another video. So you saw the title, you saw the thumbnail. Apparently we're gonna be talking about Balenciaga. Now I'm gonna be real honest with you, I didn't even hear about this thing until today. And I have all my boys hitting me up, telling me, man, have you heard about this stuff? Have you heard about this stuff? And I'm just like, what are you talking about? I'm gonna be watching it for the first time alongside with you, so I don't know what to even expect. But apparently there's a lot of crazy shit going on behind the scenes that people are just trying to sweep under the rug. What do you mean by that? And this is no surprise to me anyway. I already know how corrupt these major corporations are, but let's actually dissect these videos together. So this video is called Kanye West exposes Kim Kardashian for selling her soul to Balenciaga. So let's see.
Breaking his silence on the Balenciaga scandal and exposing his ex-wife, Kim Kardashian, for selling her soul to the controversial fashion house.
Is it Christ-like or is it not Christ-like?
Kim is currently facing major...
So I don't know if you heard what he said. He said, is it Christ-like or is it not Christ-like? So I guess that's what we as the jury have to determine, but let's keep going.
Backlash over her response to Balenciaga's disgusting ad campaign featuring children. And it looks like Kim's disturbing connection to Balenciaga runs deeper than we thought. So what exactly did Kanye reveal about Kim selling her soul to Balenciaga?
A lot of imagery that's been coming out and things that I told Kim this yesterday. I said, look, any form of perversion is bad in God's eyes. Any form of pornography,
You've probably heard by now that the luxury fashion house Balenciaga is under fire because of their extremely inappropriate ad campaigns featuring children and disturbing symbolism. And before we get into all that, you should keep in mind that Balenciaga recently experienced a huge revival after its creative director and Kim Kardashian's close friend, Demna, staged Balenciaga's first couture show since 1968.
Today, Balenciaga Haute Couture, a document for fashion history. Demna Gvasalia at work. The first haute couture show from the house of Balenciaga since February 1968. This is no ordinary fashion show.
Demna was previously known mainly in the context of streetwear, but after his haute couture collection got a stamp of approval from Hollywood A-listers, suddenly Balenciaga replaced Gucci as the most popular celebrity brand. And it was Kim Kardashian who single-handedly did more than anyone else to make Balenciaga the new it brand. Interestingly, Kim's love affair with Balenciaga coincided with her separation from Kanye, and as soon as she filed the divorce papers, she aggressively started promoting Balenciaga. However, after Balenciaga recently found itself
this is crazy from
in the middle of a shocking scandal involving children and
pardon me, this is crazy from the standpoint of I knew Kim and Kanye had separated, but Kanye seemed like he was going along the lines of talking about Jesus and God and all this stuff, and us knowing who we are, and that and they threw a whole bunch of terms at him like anti-Semitic and all this other nonsense, right? And I've covered that on the channel, so you should go check those videos out whenever you get a chance. But what's weird about it is that they never told you what actually caused the rift between Kim and Kanye. And it would be very interesting if I don't know these people, none of us really know them, right? But it would be really interesting if the true reason behind that division was because Kim and Kanye didn't agree from a moral standpoint, maybe even from a religious standpoint, on what's going on, especially in Balenciaga. It sounds like Kanye is implying that there's a form of pornography, and that this pornography may somewhat have to do with children. This is what we're gonna find out more throughout the video, but it seems extremely interesting. I saw some other videos like YouTube shorts that talked about the clear satanic symbolism of Balenciaga and their ads. So these are the things that if Kanye is all, about God and Jesus, and the only reason why I'm doing this is not because I don't believe in God and Jesus. The reason why I'm doing that is because I don't know Kanye like that. So anybody could claim that they believe in something. I don't know the dude like that, right? But I'm only going based off of his claim. And if he's actually sticking to his claim, or if we're going to take him for his claim, then him being very religious, I can see why he would be going at odds with Kim. Which, let me just add this one thing in there. I mean, I don't know what it is, but it seems like every dude that is a part of that Kardashian family ends up jacked as shit. I mean, we have people were demonizing Kanye. People were shit went awry with Lamar Odom, the basketball player, the Jenner dude. The guy turned into hey, I don't know if I'm even allowed to talk about it, but he turned into a transgender woman. I mean, and this guy was like the epitome of what masculinity was. You know what I'm saying? Like, this guy was the man in every single sport. You know what I'm saying? For the most part, in terms of fitness, right? Decathlon, I believe. So this guy was like the poster child of a real man, being manly, being athletic, being strong, and he turned into a transgender. So I don't know what it is with that Kardashian family, but miss me with it.
In occult imagery, fans expected Kim, who is a mom of 4, to make a stand and immediately cut ties with Balenciaga. But Kim's response to the Balenciaga controversy was not just disappointing, but downright disturbing. And it might have had something to do with Kanye's recent comments about Hollywood sacrifices and celebrities who sell their souls for fame. But before we get into Kim's reaction, here's a quick recap of all the dark and twisted things Balenciaga got exposed for. It all started in early November when Balenciaga shared a series of very creepy photos taken for their new gift shop ad campaign. The photos featured young children posing with teddy bears dressed in
do you guys even see that? Does that teddy bear have a noose around his... It looks like one of those Bondism, if you guys know what that is. But it looks like that teddy bear has like Bondism garb, merch on it.
Bondage and surrounded by shocking props. Some of the bondage and surrounded by shocking props. Some of the disturbing props included a child's drawing of the devil and a roll of yellow caution tape that misspelled the word Balenciaga to show the word Baal, which is the name of a fertility demon and one of the princes of hell. By the way, back in March, Kim wore a bizarre outfit made entirely of the same Balenciaga yellow tape. And also, take a look at this recent clip from the Kardashians on Hulu, with Kim making fun of Kris Jenner for pronouncing Balenciaga and repeatedly saying the word Baal.
No, but say Balenciaga. She goes Balenciaga. Balenciaga.
I'm a baller.
But we're just scratching the surface here. If you thought the teddy bear photo shoot was creepy, wait till you see what Balenciaga put in another recent campaign they did for their collaboration with Adidas. One photo from the campaign showed a handbag from the collection on top of a pile of documents, and one document was purposely left poorly hidden. When you zoom in on this particular document, you will see that the text references the 2008 Supreme Court case United States versus Williams. Now, in case you're wondering what's so special about this court case, here's a brief explanation from a lawyer.
U.S. versus Michael Williams. Michael was in a chat room under the name of Lisa in Miami. He then started up a conversation with another individual who was actually a Secret Service agent, where he ultimately sent a link containing 7 photos of child pornography.
But we're still not...
Man, this shit is wicked. Wickedness, I tell you. Listen, my friends, listen. God has to be real, because clearly Satan is real. I'm just listen to what I'm telling you guys. God has to be real, because it is clear that Satan is real. God,
done, and it gets creepier from here. After Balenciaga's recent campaign went viral for all the wrong reasons, internet sleuths discovered a bunch of new disturbing details about people working for Balenciaga. One of these people is Russian-born stylist Lada Vukova, who has been the chief stylist for Balenciaga since 2014. Lada recently locked her Instagram profile and deleted over 200 photos, many of which featured children and all kinds of dark and creepy imagery. However, fans managed to take screenshots of some of the photos from Lada's Instagram before she locked it. And before we show you the photos, please keep in mind that some of them are extremely creepy. Now, if you take a closer look at the comment section of this creepy photo from Lada's Instagram, you will notice a comment from Marc Jacobs, another one of Kim Kardashian's favorite designers, who wrote, "So good." Many fans are now speculating that Lada was involved in Balenciaga's recent campaign because the aesthetic of the campaign matches the photos Lada shared.
Man, what these pictures are creepy as hell. Like, what the hell? I mean, and this is what's so crazy because like there's clearly, you know, it screams pedophilia all over the place. And let me just say this, right? Just in case you guys don't know. I mean, it is clear that they are pushing for an agenda where sexual immorality in particular is the key. I mean, and I'm not going to sugarcoat nothing on this channel, but it is so clear that it went down from breaking down what was the traditional marriage between the man and the woman, and all of a sudden it got into all these alternative lifestyles. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna stick with the book, right? I'm gonna stick to the Bible. But there's all these alternative lifestyles, and then what's so crazy is that I almost guarantee you guys the last thing that they're pushing for is pedophilia. And it's just so sick. It's just so sick because it's clear as day that this is clearly foul and wicked as shit, and people are gonna still come up with excuses. People are gonna still think that God is not real, you know, the Most High is not real.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man? Bro, I'm out, man. That nigga's tripping.
And all this stuff, but it is so clear. Oh my, wow, this is highly disturbing. I mean, just look at the child. Even the child looks disturbed.
On her Instagram. However, it just gets worse the more you look into it. For example, take a look at the framed diploma behind the model in this photo from the Balenciaga and Adidas ad campaign. The diploma shows the name John Philip Fisher, and this happens to be the name of an 80-year-old man who was convicted in 2018 on 7 charges of misconduct against his granddaughter. And then there's another creepy detail lurking in the background of a different photo from this campaign. When you zoom in on the stack of books on the table behind the woman, you'll notice that one of the books is by Michael Bormans. Bormans is a Belgian painter and filmmaker whose surreal works frequently feature children and bizarre rituals. One of Bormans' recent painting series is called Fire from the Sun, and here's how the publisher of the book containing these paintings describes them on their official website. Fire from the Sun highlights Michael Bormans' new work, which features toddlers engaged in playful but mysterious acts with sinister overtones and insinuations of. And now take a look at some of Bormans' paintings from this collection, and then compare them to the Balenciaga outfits Kim Kardashian and her children recently wore. There are simply too many coincidences when it comes to this whole Balenciaga situation, and this is exactly why fans wanted Kim to speak up and cut ties with the brand. But instead of immediately condemning Balenciaga, Kim stayed silent for almost a week, and even after Balenciaga removed their disgusting campaign, Kim continued sharing selfies dressed head to toe in Balenciaga and Adidas. And then finally, after getting pressured by fans to say something, Kim decided to address the controversy on Twitter. However, instead of cutting ties with Balenciaga, Kim said she is currently reevaluating her relationship with the brand and basing it off their willingness to accept accountability for something that should have never happened to begin with. And though Kim claimed she was disgusted and outraged by the recent Balenciaga campaigns, she also praised the fashion house for apologizing and removing the controversial photos. In speaking with them, I believe they understand the seriousness of the issue and will take the necessary measures for this to never happen again, Kim added. But this was not the response fans wanted to hear from Kim, and the fact that she said that she would reevaluate her relationship with Balenciaga got a lot of people talking about Kim.
Yeah, of course. Why you got? What's there to reevaluate? Why don't you just completely cut off the ties? I mean, it's obvious that there's a bunch of wickedness going on in here. But again, if Kanye is right and that she actually sold her soul already, then of course she wouldn't actually want to cut the ties. You know what I'm saying? So they gotta speak in riddles and terms, and they gotta speak in, things that are vague and not concrete. Or I'm gonna reevaluate. I mean, just take a stance. Are you rocking with them or are you not?
Putting profit above everything else and selling her soul for money and fame. One fan responded to Kim's tweet saying, "Don't act innocent. You know fine and well what they have been up to and you fully support it. I wouldn't be surprised if you sold your kids' souls to them. Anyone who is outraged by these wouldn't be reevaluating their relationship. It would end there and then." But it's not.
That's it. I mean, it's literally that simple. What is there to reevaluate?
Just the fans who are saying this. Kanye also recently addressed the Balenciaga controversy and said the reason celebrities are staying silent on this is because they are controlled.
A lot of conversation about the moral compass related to a lot of imagery that's been coming out, and things that I told Kim this yesterday. I said, look, any form of perversion is bad in God's eyes. Any form of pornography, like, it tears apart families. It's used to tear families apart.
Kanye then seemingly took a swipe at Kim, saying that the disturbing imagery, like the things we saw in the Balenciaga campaigns, is used on purpose to destroy morals and break up families.
So in Hollywood, people say, okay, this is right, but this is wrong. It's all wrong in God's eyes. And that's where we have to stand up and raise our standards.
But what is your opinion on Kim's relationship with Balenciaga?
Wow. So, I mean, what is my, to answer her question, what is my stance on it? I mean, it's wicked as shit. I mean, what is there to even discuss? And I had, other videos where I was critiquing what Kanye was saying and how he actually pointed out how these superstars, he called out Charles Barkley, he called out Shaq, Shaquille O'Neal, he called out LeBron James, he called out a whole bunch of people who pretty much are kept their mouth shut because they refuse to address what's actually going on behind the scenes in Hollywood. They refuse to actually tell what's going on behind the scenes in regards to the government. I mean, there's a lot of satanic, devil worshiping innuendos that's put, and this is the interesting thing too, and not interesting in a good way, but they're not hiding it. They are not hiding it whatsoever. I mean, they literally put it in your face so that, I mean, it's like a calling card. Like the Joker, how he commits a crime and he leaves his card and is always a Joker. I mean, it's because he wants claim. He wants you to know that he's the one that's doing it. And it's literally the same thing with Satan. You know what I'm saying? His stamp is all over the world. This it's so clear. So now when you see people like me come up with videos where I said women shouldn't be going out to the club, men shouldn't be making hoes out of women, when you see me coming out with these type of messages, and I always keep saying over and over again that I'm going to stick with the book, I'm going to stick with the Bible, is because, like I said, if you didn't know before, now you know. If you didn't know before, now you know. I mean, Satan, God has to be real because Satan is clearly real. It's just that simple, guys. I don't know what fairy tale maybe some of you were living in before. I really don't know. But on this channel, I'm here about revealing truth. It may be uncomfortable, but man, all this child pornography and all this, child trafficking, this is sick. This is the wickedness and the moral degradation of this society is on a whole nother level. Comment down below if you agree with me. If you don't agree with me, it's all good. Let's have a civil discourse here. I'm not gonna get butthurt out of the way, but if you like the video, please smash that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell as well so that you're notified whenever I come out with new videos. And let's build on this topic, you guys. Like, what do you actually think about this whole Balenciaga situation. Ah, man. This world needs Jesus. With that being said, Blue Falcon over and out.
Game to win. Game hard.